happy hump day. Happy Wednesday, guys. How are y'all?
Great to see you.
Very good.
Great to see you. You know, what's going on?
Awesome day.
What's going on in this fine crypto day, right? A lot of stuff. Yeah.
It's just for me, just a couple of mistakes again, which I'm not going to talk about.
Some mistakes.
I just continue to make
mistakes like this, FOMO? That's all altcoins just looking at Bitcoin, man. Ah! They don't know what they're doing over there. They don't even get it. It's all good.
I'm doing, man. I don't know what I'm doing.
I've had those same reactions, those exact reactions.
Did you really?
Stop! I can't get out. I can't get out.
Get out. Hey, another one. I want to just preface it, right? Another one to show you. Just know touching grass is taking profits. Touching grass is taking profits. Here we go. Don't touch grass. Don't touch grass.
That'd be me.
That's it. You like that? What's going on? Is that me? Oh, I got the echo. No, it's gone. Okay. All good.
Like, I'm trying to sell things around the house that I haven't used for a while, like appliances or stuff like that. What can I get for this in a garage sale? How much can I buy with this thing that I haven't touched for a year and a half? That's my goal.
It is. It's
true. Garage sale.
Yeah, you told me. I think I do. I got a lot of Amazon leftovers, man.
You and I talked about it. I think I should fly out to Atlanta. I'll take 25% off the top.
Hey, you do. I got all kinds of stuff from Home Shopping Network. I got pallets, John.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking 25%. It's a good number.
It's a good number. Yeah.
It's just sitting there.
And you seem like a guy that could sell anything. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I give them off that they couldn't refuse.
That's right. I love it. Awesome stuff. But yeah, man, up and down, volatility's back. You can tell the bull market is a go because you see that stuff yesterday because it was pumping, went crazy, hit the top, little poke out, and then dropped like $6,000-7,000 and then bop right back in, right? So yeah, we're going to talk about that. A lot of news. I know you got some cool stuff, about BlackRock there, John. There's some other. I got some IRL things about a bank today. I think Dusty brought it up to me. So I think probably Tim, you probably been aware of it. But yeah, a bank had some volatility in it today too. So none of this is the scary.
Are you talking about the New York bank?
It's a New York bank.
It is a New York bank. I knew about that 3 days ago. I talked to a guy who knows a guy, and they had some issues.
Oh,
some issues. It's a New York bank.
New York bank. Okay, and that's what it is exactly. So we'll touch on it, talk on it.
Okay, I'm from New York. Timmy's from Connecticut. I'm from New York. We know people.
Yeah, of course.
Timmy's eating his chicken palm. And people talk,
people talk around. That's what I was going to say. A lot of things getting spoken about over there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? New York. Hey, we got a problem.
Good evening, crypto fans.
Today was beef stroganoff, by the way.
Oh,
nice.
Beef stroganoff Wednesday. There you go.
I did that when I was a young kid. Was that with the big flat noodles?
Yes, the wide egg noodles. Absolutely.
Oh, good stuff.
Good evening, crypto fan, mobsters, and wise guys. Another great day. Right. There you go. And any of y'all want to do this. I don't have to do this all the time. I can skip through it if you guys want to go through it. Yeah? There we go.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever you like.
Yeah.
The producer, director.
All right, let's go, wise guys. Wild Wednesday. M2 Hat Girl. It is. It is a happy hump day. Wednesday's a great day. Middle of the week, getting things pumping. Does Tim remember the Wonder Wheel or the Palisades Park? The wise guys. Do you remember that?
I don't know what the Wonder Wheel is. I've been to the Palisades Mall right over the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Is that a crazy Ferris wheel? Is that what that is?
They probably had some Ferris wheel or something over there. I guess maybe before me, but yeah, one of my first dates with my wife was over there at the Palisades Mall.
Oh, all right.
I did one of those funky, if you guys had a baby one,
yeah,
and the kid came out with a goatee, and we were like, uh-oh. But it actually looks like my son.
There you go.
It's pretty funny.
Marisha, buenas noches, Belos. Thank you, Marisha. Great to see you, and thank you for joining us. Steve, welcome to the best crypto show. Get wisdom from. Thank you, man. Good to see you, Steve. I thank you for sending me a lot of articles to go through. I appreciate it, brother. Floor, good evening, everyone. Yes, great to see you, Floor. There's the monster. Mob, monster, emojis. Love it. Bobby, what's up, fellas? Good to see you, Bobby. Great to have you join us. In essence, the Treasury Union creates sovereign tokens. There, look at that. Talking about, look, Lou's dropping alpha, all backed by Mother Earth herself. I will walk through you through. There you go. Philanthropic endeavors. Love it, Lou. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, the Fantastic 40. We're all together, Mauricio. Yes. All here, ready to rock and roll. What's up, wise guys? Things are heating. They are heating up, Night Owl. That's why I said that. Like volatility is a good thing. That is crypto, right? We're used to 10, 20% flip-flopping around here. Wise Guys Wednesdays, yes. Good to see you, Sue. GM Fam, Crypto Adventures, yes. Web3 Wise Guys are the present tonight. Get ready. Another one. Another good night. Hey, guys. Happy Wednesday. Decrypting Chaos. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We'll be seeing you Friday with Hatsack. Again, going to be talking about the Wonder Writ and everything that's going on, in Chaos Land. There you go. Wise Guys are back. Apex. There he is. You back, bro. Good to see you, my man. Let's go, Wise Guys. Ready for the wisdom. Dan Smith. There he is. The original Monster Mash. Dan Smith. Jason Golly. Sup, everybody. Sup, boys. Hope all is well. Having a great Wednesday. Yes, we are, Jason. You the man. Good to see you, brother. And happy Wednesday from Z Breezy, Wise Guys. Thank you, Z Breezy. Hope you're having a good one. And you, are you with me? I am with you there, Apex. I'm all about it. We whiff the whiff. I bought an NFT for 2 SOL. It's at 4. Oh, he's crushing it. There you go. Should I sell? I want the wise guy. Well, how long? Give me a little context there, Apex. How long is this brand new? This NFT project on Sol, or has it been going on for a bit? Right? Is this?
And how much is the Sol right now? What's that? 140?
Yeah, they're a little over. Yeah, 130, 140, something like that. A Sol, right? I would say too. Yeah, I seriously, I'd ask. I mean, if this.
I'd have to discuss that with the sniper. Sniper knows.
What would Jim Cramer do? What would Jim Cramer do? Sell it, take your profits, and go touch some grass.
Well, hey, I don't have problems with that. He doubled his money, man. You take it and then you that's what you should be doing is you get your profits and roll it into something else. All kinds of stuff coming, everybody.
But be careful. Don't sell too early because you could have 100x. You could have 1000x.
Oh, there we go. Look at him dropping alpha. Frogana. Seriously, hey, Apex, you know what I would do? I mean, just in general, it's just the beginning. I really would. I would take, sell it, take the profits, and then you roll it into something else. But I don't know.
I got some alpha with Frogana. So Frogana is a project that Magic Eating was given a diamond bonus for. And a lot of people were over there buying and selling those. They were doing market making with them. Like you'd buy it, list it, just because you wanted to earn the diamond, right? This is a Solana project. And come to find out, they didn't have any royalties tied to their project. So people weren't losing any fee, anything other just some fees with it. So that's why that project was ranking in the top 10 all the time, because it was the only project that you could go do that and not lose royalties. All the other projects
they weren't paying the juice sniper, no juice.
Huh?
They weren't paying the VIG. They weren't paying the creative VIG on that.
Nope. It was the only project at that time. So that's why they stayed up there at the top all the time.
Yeah, a little manipulation.
Which was great for the project because they were constantly noticed by all the new people pouring in there. So,
well, there you go.
That's a weird one. I mean, it's a lot of people know about it. So
a lot of people know about Frogana, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right, there you go. Okay. I don't mess around with Solana too much. You know what I mean?
The Italians, forget about it, Frogana.
Hey, I don't know. Like you said.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I seriously, doubling, good for me. I get into other things that I'm looking for, 10x's, 20, 50x's. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what is he making? 250?
I'm just saying. Bucks? That's all good. No worries, man. And hey, those aren't always easy to find, right? It's not like you can just do that. Pump my bags. Only good comments. I'm joking. Give it to me straight. Pump. Hey, we can get degen, but yeah, we don't want to. You can get people wrecked, right? Because we don't do this. We don't do that, right? There you go. That's no financial advice. Educational purposes. We have fun. We're talking wise guy stuff, and yeah, it's what it's all about, right? Now I don't know. Was it you guys have something that you wanted to bring before, or you want me to jump into it? Because I know FOMO, you had some stuff
I
that you
did
want.
have something. I had
Yeah.
something
Well, while we're
Oh,
talking
wait,
about
I- yeah,
yeah,
okay.
while we're talking about NFTs, if you want to share my screen real quick,
Gotcha. Bro.
a lot of people are freaking out right now. They're kind of scared of NFTs, and that may be some alpha for you, Apex. Like you may want to list this thing and get it sold, and you know it may come back down, and you can buy back in for a cheaper position. You know, because people are saying that the NFTs are about to go through a rough phase for the next couple months. Everybody's so focused on crypto and these meme coins. These meme tokens are making so much noise and making people profits that they're just backing out of their NFTs, their digital assets, and moving into these things for a while. So everybody's thinking that NFTs are going to continue to pull back for another 4 weeks, 8 weeks.
Could be till fall. Could be till fall.
Yeah, could even last up till fall. So we're looking at the Bored Apes right here. Like who would have ever thought that they would get back down around the 17 ETH mark?
Wow.
And predicted that they may dip under 15 ETH. That's freaking crazy to me, because when I came into the NFT space, Bored Apes were around 14 ETH, and I remember thinking, I wish I could have bought one back then, you know, like I wish I'd been smart enough to buy one. And lo and behold, here comes the opportunity again. And what's people going to do? You know, are they going to fade it again? Do they think it's going to go to zero? I put out a funny tweet today, you know, saying NFTs are dead. We're going to zero. Shit tokens clogged up my toilet. My bull ran away. Like just trying to be funny, because that's people's sentiment, you know, when they start seeing all this stuff. But yeah, this is kind of crazy to see their market, Bored Apes, who have always kind of been the top of NFTs to us. I know the crypto punks were first, but the Bored Apes, you ever saw a Bored Ape come into your space? Everybody just kind of freaked out. They were kind of the king of the crop for me. So it's just kind of crazy to see them get back down low around these marks. And the mutant apes, their little brothers, if you will, are down in the 2 ETH range, around 2.5 ETH right now. So it's just kind of crazy to see that. But we all know that when the bull gets here and people's made their profits on crypto, those profits are going to come back into NFTs, and these things are going to rocket. So that's not financial advice, because nobody knows which ones it's going to be. But just saying, there's beautiful opportunity here with some of Yuga's assets. There
is. I mean, that's what people say that all the time. I wish I could have been in at the beginning. Wish I could have been at the beginning. Here you go. Just like you said, 14 ETH is only a little bit. Might even be getting to the 15 ETH, and that is your shot, right? So it is. That is your call. Same thing with Bitcoin. People said, hey, when it was 15,000, just a couple years ago, it looked not a little bleak in this crypto world, and no one, who did that, right?
It's back here around September of 2021, August 2021, when we first started dabbling with NFTs, and that's back where the price was back then, around 14 ETH, and it just went on this crazy run. So
yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
But this one is amazing right here, right? Because I want to direct your attention, right, to the Power Grid Tycoon, yeah. And you got to get this ripping again. SoFi score, get it pumping, right? Because I think we might have something. We might have something to you. You need to tell some peeps, jump in here. Might have something only for this show. You might need to get something that's available. Might look like that thing. Might look like that. Gotta get it. Yeah, get the loot, right? Get the loot. But get that SoFi score pumping and keep the chat rolling. And yeah, it's gonna be some good stuff. A lot of cool things coming as this game continues just to roll out and gain steam, man. Good stuff. So get it going, get it pumping. Smash the like button. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share it out to other socials out there, right? So without any further ado, what you got, FOMO?
Well, I this is something that came up to my attention today, and we always talk. Warren Buffett said this quote. Do you know Warren? Do you know?
I heard of Warren Buffett. Yes.
Yeah. He said something very famous during one of the shows. He says during the stock market crash, he says, I always run towards things that everybody's running away. And when everybody's running towards something, I run away. And I've always known that. And then it reminded me, before we go to the article, because I just looked at it, it reminded me of Netflix. Netflix on May 27, 2022 dropped to like 190. And I said to myself right then, I said, no, everybody's going to want to, no, nothing's happening in Netflix. Everybody's running away. Same exact, cliff. I call it the cliff. When things go after the cliff, I said, oh my God, BlackRock is the smartest company in the world. They are going to grab these people's crypto. And it's exactly what they did. They bought 12,600 Bitcoin yesterday. What was it? $789 million, 798. So say $800 million. So I know that I memorized. Yeah, there it is. $778 million. So yesterday, like, you got to be kidding me. So the normies, the people that think they know what they're doing, you gave them your crypto cheap. That's exactly what you did. And they're not going to give it back to you. They're not giving it back to you. That's 12,000 they bought yesterday, right? What do we talk about? It's 900, right? Mm-hmm. Is it 900 a day? So let's
900. Yeah, Bitcoin 900 a day. Yes.
Yeah, so 900 a day. So they put 12,600 divided by 900, 2 weeks worth of Bitcoin.
2 weeks worth of Bitcoin. Yes.
In one day. And they're not getting it back.
Right.
And that's the problem with panic selling. Oh, it reached the all-time high. It's not going any higher. This is not happening. BlackRock is not putting all of this stuff into the situation to do what it needs to do to worry about yesterday.
Right.
Does that make sense? They're not in day mentality. This is a long play here. Mm-hmm. So look at that. Thanks for highlighting that, Ray. 183,000 Bitcoin.
And MicroStrategies, who's been doing this for a long time, 193,000. Right.
Right.
BlackRock did that in a month.
Right. And then remember, we talked about it. BlackRock was the first ETF to hit 10 billion in asset, right? Fastest in the history of the world.
Yeah.
And then secondly, which we were talking earlier about it, I was trying to understand the ETF. So their ETF, I think their price is like $34 a share. Does that make sense? Am I explaining myself correctly? So their share is like $32 or $34. So a normie can get their head around $32.
Yeah.
They can't get their head around 69,000 for a token, but they can get their mind around, I paid 35 and it moved up to 42. And here's the great thing about it. Even when the person sells their share, like say you bought the I bid at 30, it goes to 50 and you sell. They still own the Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. The Bitcoin is not leaving BlackRock's bags. It's the most genius thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I can't even explain. If you ask me, what would you rather be, BlackRock with Bitcoin or BlackRock with their real estate holdings for single family homes? I'd take Bitcoin all day. No cleaning, no mowing, no fires, no tornadoes, no nothing. So
nothing.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And like I said, with Bitcoin, you see people, fudding out. What a perfect example for people to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we talk about the NFT market. If I had NFTs and I had some, what we call them, I had some Bored Apes, I'd be dropping some Bored Apes and picking up some Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin does what it does, I'll pick up my apes on the way down. It's going to flow out of NFTs because not everybody has an Sniper. You don't have an endless supply of money, do you? Sniper, I'm talking to you, Sniper.
Absolutely not. Not even, no.
So if we want to make moves, if all of a sudden Ray tells you, hey, what about this token? I'm like, yeah, that's a good token. Where are you getting the money from? I'm not selling my other kidney. I already sold one kidney for something. I'm just letting you know
The profits that you've been making from the other tokens there, FOMO. Yeah.
Yeah. That's because I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I moved one to the other, then the other one went up higher than the other one. Then I flooded. Then I'm like, you kidding me? Like, I'm just an idiot.
It's all
Just
good.
calm down in this market and go to work. Stop drinking Starbucks every day. Stop going out to dinner 800 times a month. Eat at home. Have some Campbell's soup. Chill out.
Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
Tighten up.
Tight.
So that's my thing right now. You got to really pay attention. To me, all I talk about is Bitcoin right now, and I try to explain to people. For us normies, which I'm thinking there's at least 3 normies. Yeah, there's 4 normies on this panel. You have 4 normies. I like to retire someday with more than Social Security.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Does that make sense? I like to retire with more than Social Security. It's going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be crypto. It's going to be these run-ups, and I don't see the bull market is just beginning.
Right.
So that's
now, I agree with you like this with the BlackRock iShares, Bitcoin ETF. But there's some of these others that are ETFs, because I've been reading and listening to some other people talking about, because it is. I agree that's probably locked up forever, right? But there are some other ones that really did put a percentage of allocation towards these ETFs. So as this it skyrockets, right? As Bitcoin continues to go bonkers, that'll go over their allocation, and they will sell some Bitcoin back out, right? Because again, they only said this much percentage. So I'm just saying there are still going to be some outflows. There are some things like that, but I agree. Something like a BlackRock, no, it's like a black hole portal. Yes.
Look at that. I mean, would they say they picked up 3.3 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy.
Yes.
That's just crazy.
And again, it's just getting started, man. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
And these people, somebody woke up when it hit 69 and says, "Yeah, it's at the top. I'm out."
Somebody did.
Like what?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, unless you're paying rent with your Bitcoin, there's no way you're out at that number.
Right.
Does that make sense? There's no way. So that's my opinion. That's all I got for
Not
you.
when it's just getting started, FOMO. I mean,
what I'm saying to you. We're just party. I didn't even get a drink. I walked in the door. I nodded to everybody. I said hello. There's Tim over there with his beef Wellington.
The halvening is not even halved yet. The halvening haven't even halved yet.
Right. What do you think it's going to do at half? Come on.
Well, the point you brought up, it's a lot of people are saying 12x, and it is of it coming in, right? There's not enough supply. Tim always brings it up anyways. Supply and demand, very simple economic stuff, right? That's what it's really all about. It is supply and demand. And if there's 12x more demand than supply, that number goes up. Now imagine when halving starts, that's 25x, right? That's crazy town, right?
And then we're not even layering. Now I've been taking the layer away from the onion. Inflation. The governments are going to start printing money again because we're having an issue. We haven't even talked about what Tim talked about: commercial real estate.
Yeah, I got a story on that.
Right. So I won't say it. What is Tim frozen right there?
He's frozen. I like it. Look at him. He looks like deep thought.
Talking at the same time.
Deep Thoughts by Tim Judge.
Yeah.
I was here. I don't know if you can you hear me now?
I got you. We can hear you.
Yeah, this I'll get to the real estate story, but back to what you were saying about the normies and people not grasping the fact that Michael Saylor tweeted this out. I think it was today, right? Oh, March 4th. It was 2 days ago. The price of Bitcoin is still less than 0.07 million. To put it into perspective, because if you think it's going to 1 million, we're at 0.07, right?
Yeah.
So that's we all believe that it's going to be going up strongly because of everything we just talking about, all the supply getting sopped up by these big players. But I found this little calculator which was fun, and so here you go.
We don't see the calculator. You got it?
Yep. I'm
okay.
Just sharing that. I just put in 1 Bitcoin is now 65, right?
Yeah.
You see that 65. That gives you, because this is what the normies need to grasp.
Sats.
Right? Satoshis.
Yep.
Sats, they call them. So you'll get 100 million Satoshis if you're a full Bitcoiner, right?
Whole coin. Yep.
But Michael Saylor says you're not going to need a full Bitcoin.
Right.
He says you get yourself 0.1 of a Bitcoin. And look
Mhm.
what that does. That's $6,500 right now.
That's 10,000. That's 10 million. That's nice. Yeah.
And then that's 10 million sats because we know where this is going to go, right? We all
Right.
believe that's, someday soon or whenever you want to retire, this is going to be 10 million, right? So you're 10 with, so you're going to have 10 million sats to spend in your retirement, right?
There
This
you
is the number that you're going to be spending because holding on to or working off of or leveraging and all this kind of stuff. But imagine having 10 million of that, because when this hits a million or 10 million or however high it goes, these things are going to be what, oh, well, let's peel off, 100,000 sats for a new car
There you go.
or whatever. And because you got 10 million of them,
Right.
you got to start thinking in sats, because the Bitcoin, like John was saying, it's like kind of out of reach for people.
Mhm.
They can't grasp the fact that if you want one Bitcoin, 65 grand, and you're like, oh, I'm never going to get there. You
Right.
don't have to get there, because that's one Bitcoin is 100 million sats.
100%.
So
Beautiful. Love
this
that.
was
Love that.
this is a cool little calculator. So if you want to go in there and get yourself 9,000, you got $9,000, you can get 13 million sats.
There you go.
And that's your 0.14 of a Bitcoin.
And
So
it
you're gonna
is.
start
People
thinking
do
like
get,
that.
they get stuck on that. You're right. Like on a whole Bitcoin, right? And yeah, it's very simple, man.
Well, it's also, that's also intimidating where, you said, well, I'm never going to get to one. So why would I start doing that? I missed it, whatever. You got to think of all the sats you're going to get. If you think of all the sats, I'm going to have 13 million sats,
right.
Because when Bitcoin goes crazy and you're going to like, I'm never going to get it. If it goes to 500,000, I'm never going to be a whole corner. But, how many sats can you get your hands on? Because the sats are going to be worth, a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're a whole coiner, you're going to have plenty of sats to peel off and do what you want to do.
It's like your Gwei, just like Gwei. Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to change gears or I think
no, keep going, bro. Love it.
I have this and we'll just touch on it real quick, because this was written today, March 6th. But Powell predicts commercial real estate woes will affect will afflict smaller banks. Woes will most afflict smaller banks. So the most of the smaller banks are going to be in trouble because of the commercial real estate. So this is what he's saying. Will do mostly harm to small and medium-sized banks.
Of course.
Caution the efforts to ensure stability will need to persist for many years. So he's saying the small and medium-sized banks are going to be, in pain in the coming months and years. So and that all has to do with commercial real estate and all the landlords that have to refinance and everything like that at these rates. So they're in for some pain there.
Absolutely.
Let me see if there was one more.
You got to be like this there, Tim.
That's
the crypto boss right here. That's how he looks. That's how he looks at his one whole corner, right?
As long as there's no grass around him, he's okay.
That's right. Exactly. He's on it.
Hey, Tim, your face is still frozen with the amount of incoming and outgoing. That shouldn't be. I don't know if you gotta go out and then come back in or something for a second. That's weird.
It's all good.
I don't see everything's looking good on my end.
Well, it isn't. It's froze. It's all good. But yes.
You're froze, but we love you. I just want to make sure we tell you.
Yeah.
At least he's frozen normal. Not like sometimes
position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It is. Right. It's a very good image.
To be frozen. It's actually normal.
So yeah, let me jump in. I got some new. It hops right into what you guys are talking about. Number one, right? This is obviously it recovered very quickly. Bitcoin, everything that you're talking about, and let me go into some of the other stuff. Like I said, I had that had. I wanted to go into the normie thing, right? This is what you were talking about, just to go along.
In fact, that's the one I do know about.
Right. This is NYCB, New York Community Bank. And just like Tim was talking about, You know, I don't know how, if it's small, big, medium size, whatever this is, Bancorp. But yes, it dropped and they froze it, right? They froze it from the stock market for any more trading when it crashed, and they halted all trading, right? So, you know, these things are happening. There is a liquidity crunch and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, this is out there in normie land, right? This is why we like where we're at, right? So, you know, again, these things, try to keep an eye on all of this stuff, man. And there you go. Just what this guy's saying right here. That's why Bitcoin is here, right? This is we continue to say that there's a transformation happening, right? But this is like, you know, what you're talking about there, FOMO, the V-shaped recovery. It was quick yesterday, man. It dropped down, you know, for 76,000. This Swiss block, the plunge from all-time highs from 60 area into the support level. So now, you know, all these things that we've been crashing through, this 60,000 level for Bitcoin, it's kind of its floor. It's been bouncing off of that, right? But again, we've been hearing things like, hey, all these markets, all of these charts, everything that people are doing, throw it out the window, right? It's as different.
Yeah.
This is going to be different. But again, that's what they're seeing. I mean, it bounced right back, everybody. It was kind of crazy seeing how fast all that stuff is. And then, like I said, just going through some more news.
I mean, before January, before the ETFs opened up, there were no buyers out except for Michael Saylor buying this much every day.
Yeah.
So just forget about it. When that dries up, it's all over. It's going straight up. And they did not exist. Well, they were waiting in the wings with all their money, you know, waiting for it to be open. But there was no buyers like this, no deep pockets before January, like these guys.
None.
So it's going to be ridiculous if you don't see the writing on the wall. It's not our fault.
Even to like everybody. I mean, like I said, I'm going to go through the news. You'll see I'm jumping ahead of it, but everybody's going to just say allocate like 3 to 5% over there, and it fixes their whole portfolio. If there's any craziness that's happening in the stocks, the Bitcoin will buoy it up, right? I mean, it's crazy because this thing is going to go like Tim was just talking about, and John and Sniper, it's going up, man, and it's only going to get more crazy FOMO because again, it's just going to start, you know, with ETFs, then nation states, then people who are big oil people, right? And I mean, it's wild how this can get. But Super Tuesday yesterday, everybody, and Facebook, Instagram, down goes Fraser. They were down, right? It's funny. You know, this is what's going on. Big social media was hit with major outages on the voting days. And again, just going through the news, Super Tuesday in the United States, as the Republican Party is holding 13 primaries, all of Facebook ads, all of that stuff was down, and you couldn't do any of that stuff. So there we go.
Did you hear, Ray? Do you have the story that some of the internet lines were cut in the Red Sea?
No, really. No, I didn't.
That's what caused, you know, the balance to go off.
Wow.
That's what I read on one of the things, that 3 major cables were cut in the Red Sea to disrupt a lot of internet traffic.
Huh.
And that's what they believe was the issue.
Somebody should guard those cables.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, and a story for you, FOMO. You don't know about this? Arizona's Senate.
Yes, I did know about it. I wasn't going to say it because I've made some phone calls. I'm just letting you know.
Oh.
I am connected to the Arizona Senate, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. It would be prudent at this time.
Wouldn't be prudent, he said.
Like I said, everybody needs to eat, but what do you think about this? As an investment,
yes,
as a retirement portfolio, they're going to be looking at Bitcoin ETFs.
Yes.
Come on, who would have thunk it?
Exactly. But it's gonna help a lot of things. I mean, there are a lot of things that are not doing so well. And again, as this system starts transforming, you know, this is a good one to have.
Would be a good thing. Would be a good thing for Social Security to look at. I know they kind of looked at this a while back. Somebody wrote up a proposal that would have fixed Social Security. You know, if they'd invested in stocks and bonds back then. Hopefully they learn their lesson. They see what Arizona does with this. And I don't know, Social Security starts having some Bitcoin in the future or something to fix that, because it's going to hurt a lot of people if it's not there.
Yep. So it's the House of Representatives outlining the feasibility, risk, and potential benefits of adding Bitcoin ETF exposure and the safety precautions that they would take. Right? I mean, absolutely.
Okay, so now, Ray, you brought up something the other day. There's 21 million
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin going to be, but you said there's four. I think you mentioned 4,000 are gone. What do you mean by that?
4 million, not
4 million.
4,000. 4 million. Like, but then Sniper brought up something today that one of those wallets that they thought were just dead. What I mean is, look at any of us. So we created a MetaMask. We lose our private keys. You can't get access to it, right?
Right.
That kind of stuff. Or they sent it.
I have a friend who had 3 Bitcoin on his computer, and his wife threw that computer away.
I did hear about it. Did they find her body?
No, they got divorced. They got divorced, and he said, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna put you in the settlement. You get the 3 Bitcoin that you threw away."
Oh, that's right.
You know, so he tried to even it out, and they were like, "Yeah, no." But yeah, that was you know, painful because he still talks about that to me. He's like, "Yeah, I would have had 3 Bitcoin."
Yeah.
And then my wife threw away the computer.
There's times too, Tim and John and Sniper, that you send it to the wrong address, or you sent it something and it didn't go where you wanted to go, right? All kinds of lost Bitcoin, and they kind of say around 4 million.
When you say send it the wrong address, you sent it into the abyss. It's not like you sent it to the wrong person.
That's
like
right.
This guy is going, "Who? Somebody just dropped a Bitcoin in my wallet."
That's right.
It went to
just
no man's land,
nothing
a burn wallet, right?
No one has it. No one has access to where you just sent it.
Right.
So it's gone. Right. That's the finality of you know, operating over here. And so I said, I get it with some of the normies not wanting to deal with that. You know, imagine sending around a Bitcoin right now. I mean, you see some of the things we're showing you. There are people moving $1 billion moving around Bitcoin, right? That's crazy, right? And you send it to the wrong place, man. That's gut wrenching. Right? So
that's exactly why they want to walk into Fidelity.
That's right.
And say, maybe I should put 10% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. Ready, set, go. And then somebody else is in charge of going and getting that Bitcoin and put it in a safe place and remembering a seed phrase and whatever. And then the guy just walks back in there and goes, "Hey, my Bitcoin," and split it up between my kids or something.
It is, but that's the difference. There's 2 different types of people, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's why we get all of the goodness over here. That's why it behooves you, and you should want to learn and fully understand what's going on here. It's worth it, right? Who wouldn't want to? I don't care if you don't trust yourself. You can learn anything and understand it and take your time. And again, why you want to be with a mob, a group, a whole bunch of people that are, you know, actually going to walk you through this stuff and take care of things. That's why you need a community, a group, right?
And then Ray, to go back what you just said, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I said, "Hey, what about Bitcoin? We're having a conversation." Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I said, "Okay, let's just start from that conversation. I don't know about that." So if you don't know how to bake, say some cupcakes.
Yeah.
What's your first thing you do?
I'm gonna go get a cookbook.
Or I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to watch some videos, right? And then I'm going to see how they mix it. I'm going to see the percentages. All I'm saying is I do not know why. You can explain it to me. You can explain it. Why, when it comes to crypto or their financial success in life, why does I don't know just have that big wall? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they legitimately say, "Well, I don't know. I don't understand it." Okay, so tell me what we can do to help you understand it. What do you need from me?
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. I know.
So it's just an interesting conversation with that.
100%. But that's
Ray and I did a show in the past that 70%, 76% of people do not have a financial advisor. They're in charge of their own finances, and most of them, that's just getting a bank account. And, you know, talking to the guy in the bank about, you know, some long-term CDs or something else, you know, but most of them don't even have that financial planner. So they're doing all that by themselves.
Right.
And they're not aggressively, you know, going to Robinhood and, you know, whatever. They might buy a mutual fund and that's it. But 76% of people don't have a financial planner.
Right. And the same thing with anything. The I don't know what you want to call it, the inner drive to learn about something. Would be very interesting. The inner drive. What do you think about that, Ray? If you don't know something about it,
Yeah,
your inner drive. Figure it out. Let's learn it.
absolutely figure it out. I
Let's
mean,
figure out what we need to know.
I'm pulling it up, man.
You pulling up the map?
Look at that map. Look at that
Pulling
thing.
up a map?
Hey, also, too, everybody, if you're not over at monstermind.city and checking out what's going on Twitter, here's a great state race, right, going on. So y'all need to check it out. But without any further, let me see. Are we all? Let me look at the comments. Is anybody even asking? I don't even think anybody's even asking.
Nobody asked a word. Nobody said anything. They didn't
Nobody.
say anything.
Nobody even said anything. Maybe they don't. They shouldn't.
They don't want nothing, Ray.
Maybe they want a Fragana. Maybe they want a Fragana.
They
I don't know.
Fragana. That's what they
You want a Fragana instead of a stamp? Is that what you're saying? You want a Fragana?
Fragana? Forget about it. How about a forget about it stamp?
Hey, what's up, Ivan? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, oh,
Hey, oh, hey, yeah, yes.
Oh.
Hey, there we go. Kim.
No stamp.
Always.
SOS.
Yeah, what? Huh?
SOS.
There we go. SOS. Put it in the chat. Got to get the SoFi score pumping and ripping.
Ooh, hey, ooh.
Yes, honestly, a great buy right now. Just saying. It's good. NFTs may go from zero to hero. Absolutely, Steve. Definitely more than zero to hero. And it's not about
on the show.
Huh?
Is that Apex you're reading from?
No. What do you mean? I'm on all the chat.
Oh, in the chat. I was just curious. Is Apex? I was just curious if Apex is in the show right now.
No, he's in the chat. I don't see him in the show.
Okay.
Are you all right?
I was just asking him. I thought he was popping up.
Whale watching with the wise guys. There's Will. Good to see you, brother. Yes, much cheaper than going to Hawaii. Preach it. There's Carson. Good to see you, my man. Wise guy.
There's an SOS.
What? There we go. As long as we get some SOSs. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, let me not go. It's a lot. There's a lot there. That's my country girl's philosophy. There you go. So let me get it up. Right. I don't know if you got it over. Let me get my. You got your stuff there, Tim?
Yeah. Are you going to angle the map so we can watch from,
What? How do I angle? Like this? Or
no,
wait.
no. I meant.
What do you mean? You taught me how
to yeah. I know what you mean. Like this.
You taught me, Ray.
Hold on. I know. You
gotta hold that little thing down on the bottom.
Hold my own.
You gotta hold it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you know who taught me how to do that?
A little less.
Okay. A little
bit less. Yeah, there you go.
Right about there.
All right, let me move in. Want to look at the United States? There we go.
I did want to make an announcement. Feel free to do that right now.
Okay.
Right now, there's a professional tennis tournament going on in Indian Wells, California.
Yes.
It's one of the biggest ones. They consider it the 5th Grand Slam. And I know the person who actually has the Indian Wells, California Monster.
Oh.
So eventually, I'm thinking next year when you attend the Indian Wells tournament, there'll be QR codes with players, and you'll be collecting stamps at the Indian Wells tournament, including Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, Australian Open. It's something to think about.
Yeah, you'll be getting all kinds of great things, man.
I'm just telling you, something is going to happen.
It is going to happen. 100%. So here we go. Just on the look at it. There it is. Look at that. Look at their face your attention to. There he is. I got it. I just hit it. Oh, look at Georgia. I see. Look how immediate that is, bro. That was immediate. That is ridiculous.
What stamp is that?
That's a stamp. What do you mean? What stamp is that?
No, what stamp is it?
Man, that's not fresh stamp.
Brand new.
That's fresh stamp.
Really? When I stamped it, it said it was.
Well, I just did it, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was Texas. It says.
That guy. Oh my goodness, that guy. He is done. I'm gonna get that.
Somebody paid him off, dude.
That guy, he made me. Did you see that one shot?
You can't unclaim it.
I'm telling you, I'm like, what's going on with this stamp? Why is it saying?
I didn't take it down. Look at this guy. I'm taking you down, Tim. Take him down. That guy.
Come on, Ray. I'm here to help you, Ray. Quality control on the show.
That is
Texas. Everybody's talking about GMs. I'm like, why is there Texas?
That joker got me, man. That joker. Oh,
he scammed you.
That's scandalous. That is scandalous.
March 6:45 p.m. Arizona.
Everybody was doing it. They already did it, but I really made it a point. I wasn't doing it. I was getting Georgia, right? And he said,
you got Texas now. Congratulations.
I got Texas now.
Congratulations, Ray.
Wow. Hey, live on the show. There you go.
Violation of section 927.
That is a violation. Oh,
sneaky.
That's funny, man. That's hilarious. He put Texas California ain't playing fair.
Yeah. And it's in the video, so they're just gonna play it back all day. Just get Texas stamp around the world.
That
Ray,
is hilarious. Yes.
Ray, you know how we send $5, $10 to test the wallet beforehand?
Right.
We're gonna have somebody scan before we accept these things from.
That's right. That's right. Well, 100%, Tim. That's correct.
Well, you know who you can do, Texas guys.
That's right. That's right.
Those Texas guys.
I think we've been challenged. We're gonna have to come up with a QR code that takes like 5 ETH out of his wallet. We'll have to get him back. We'll have to do something.
Oh yes, it is. Well, now the game has started. The game has really started now, man. The game has really started. But I gotta say that was a good one. That was a good one. That's a good one.
I don't care about nothing. He's the man.
Look at he's got them all fired up. He's laughing. There you go. LFG. So give us a new stamp now. No Texas allowed. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Deborah.
You got a stamp, Ray?
No, that was it, bro. That's how he got me. I was like, oh, hey, bro, what's up? Talk to Monster My.City.
In his defense, I think Texas was last, so they had to get desperate.
They got to. Hey, you know what? You remember back in the Renaissance and the King Arthur days, and he had to have a wine tester. Look, Night Owl QR code tester. We need somebody to be a tester, bro.
Night Owl will be good at that.
Yeah, that's funny. Let the games begin. It is going to be fun. Going to be fun. I wonder if the map will change when the games. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Apex. Dropping out.
Now I know that Apex is in the show somewhere. Apex, I sent you a message. Just take care of the message for me, Apex. You're very top secret, Apex.
Very top secret.
Sent him a message. He's not replying to Uncle Johnny over here.
All good. It's no worries. But hey, and following up, since we got the look at this guy. He said, "Yeah, gotcha, boys. Yeah, it's on, bro. You just wait. It's on. It's on."
Those something words. I don't know what kind of words they are. There's something going on.
But look, your guy again. Politicians talking about in Arizona, the Bitcoin ETF exposure could dramatically de-risk their asset portfolio. FOMO. So looks like Arizona leading the way, man. Leading the way.
That happens, they're going to have to, they'll probably go with, they're not going to have their own ETF. Of course, they're going to pick up probably BlackRock.
Oh, where's
more Bitcoin? More Bitcoin. More Bitcoin.
Yeah, you need that. Hey, now I got a little thing. Talking about some of the AI tokens, right? You got a little bit of AI tokens. You like that? What about this? Pretty cool. Coming game soon. Oh, game is coming soon. There we go.
Is that why it's pumping today?
Just in general, take a look at this. I'm going to read through some of this. Pretty cool. Fetch, announces GPU rewards for token holders after 100 million infrastructure investment, right? So this investment, little infrastructure thing they got going on is on Cosmos, right? That's where Fetch AI is built on. And it's allocating 100 million, dubbed the Fetch Compute, right? That will expand the tools, computing power, and training capabilities of developers alongside GPU credits for its users. So there you go, man. March 5th, which was yesterday. So this announcement, Fetch Compute will deploy NVIDIA H200, H100, and A100 GPUs to create a platform that developers and users can utilize for computing power. And this move is expected to accelerate the pace of innovation within the Fetch ecosystem by providing the capacity to explore complex models and solutions. The project wrote, users staking Fetch native coin, FET, Fetch, the Fetch token, will earn Fetch compute credits as rewards, which they can use to pay for GPU utilizations on the Fetch compute network. Again, just get in there. Start if you want. If that's interesting to you, pretty cool. Things are happening in all kinds of different places. Again, Fetch, Singularity is a lot of different little AI projects just popping up, right? And we all seen NVIDIA's breakout. I mean, they've been crushing it, right? So yeah, anything AI, pretty big deal, right?
You're telling me if you have Fetch AI tokens, you can go to their site and then stake it?
That's correct.
Wow.
Yes. Right.
Look at that.
Hey, another thing, this year too, and we've heard it. We used to do shows, or at least the women of crypto used to do shows there, Tim. Quantum computing is going to be spinning up, right? Big deal, right? We used to hear how that was a big thing, and it was obviously, right?
Ellen,
Ellen.
the number one,
That's right. Compute, yes.
our correspondent on the street.
Absolutely, 100%, bro. So another one. This is just kind of telling you to watch out. Can voters spot AI deepfakes ahead of the 2024 presidential elections? I'm going to blow through this real quick because again, we all should know this AI, these spoofing type things. A lot of these deepfakes, you can easily kind of spot it. But now there are some ones that are, these aren't just the consumer type AIs. There's some really commercialized, very good AI things, and it's going to be a little difficult to find who the fraudsters are, right? But again, just think of things, right? The fingers, if they're blinking all weird, the synchronization of their voice to the actual animated talking head. There's a lot of things. Look, different skin tones.
What if they do this? Hey, what if they lean in and they start whispering? Could that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, it could get very, very real, man. I mean, it's crazy.
I've seen some politicians they're talking normal and they go, hey, "It's gonna be okay." And
I like ice cream. Chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, here we go. Let's move on. There we go.
The AI.
Hey, just another thing, just jumping on some stuff. Transaction per second. There's a lot of metrics that people use for blockchain, and I just thought this was interesting because of the Twitter thing. This little tweet here. Flex and TPS is a transaction per second. Is like saying rice is the best food because you eat 10,000 per meal, right? I thought it was a little funny tweet, but you hear things like that with Solana, a lot of different things where they say these things like transaction per second, but you also got to take into account a lot of things. Me sending Sniper some Solana tokens from the same chain, Solana to Solana, to that wallet, that's a transaction. But when you're minting an NFT, you're doing kind of staking, things like that, there's a much more complicated transaction. So that's kind of really all he's saying. It's just something to kind of obviously take a look at and be aware of, right? But yes, since we're getting there, only got a few minutes. We got there, we had a lot of news and we were talking about a lot of stuff. But I just wanted to touch on, real world assets. We talked about this several times, but this is really, really getting close to where you're going to see the world is about to be tokenized. That's why I said how big a deal all of this is happening with Bitcoin, all of these kind of things. I mean, the narrative is really going to be where this entire world is going to be tokenized, and the value of all that stuff is going to be crushing, right? So let me get it. Also, I see on here that let's see, game and the SoFi score is pumping. Look at that. Is it still? Let me refresh. 3,584. It is. There you go. SoFi score is ripping. There we go.
Gotta get the loot.
Gotta get the loot, man. Gotta get the loot. But yes, these RWAs, everything that's going to be going, it's kind of the tokenization of everything. Real world assets means converting the ownership or value of tangible physical assets into digital tokens on a blockchain. Everything, and Tim knows, real estate, art, commodities, everything in a form of a token will be tokenized. And I always like that. We used to talk about it on Spaces and just all kinds of fun, crazy things. Just to conceptualize what we're talking about here. Look at the Empire State Building, right? Imagine if we could never afford a skyscraper, but you start getting into these commercial real estate properties, any kind of real estate. Imagine tokenizing the Empire State Building. You got this cool ES token, Empire State Building token, right? And all of the tokens are fractionalized. You can literally afford an ES token, Empire State Building token, right? And all the revenue from commercialized office people rentals and all the things that are going on in the Empire State Building, the revenue comes through the tokens, and that's really amazing. I mean, that's kind of
is almost like an ETF theoretically.
Well, I mean,
would raise the money with the token, buy the building, and then all the rents and everything would, the profit
throughout the token. That's why your token value would go up, right? It doesn't have to come out like a yield. I mean,
Right.
it literally could be the value of why the tokens go. Now, you could do a dividend or yield, and we don't like we're not financial advisors. Let me put that up. But absolutely, you can build all those mechanics in it, right? But then think of this, FOMO. Think of this. Imagine you have this Empire ES token, this Empire State Building token, right? And now they're doing this amazing project in Dubai, right? They want to build another huge building, and now you take your ES token and you stake it and you give them some collateral. They're using it, right? The collateral and all that stuff. And now they use all this. And it could be people have Empire State Building tokens. Somebody has the Golden Gate Bridge token. All these people putting it in here. And now, you get a yield out from this new Dubai building that's getting built over there just from having this asset, right? And that's the amazing thing is you just created more value from these other tokens of everything else in this kind of commercialized real estate, regular properties, whatever you want to talk about. I just like to talk about, the idea.
So you just brought something.
Yeah.
What about instead of buying a piece of a jet, you get a G6 and we tokenize the G6?
Yes. Absolutely. Anything. It's like a
the jet is a depreciating asset. You would want to buy something that appreciates. That real estate thing is a good deal because most of the time they go up and up and up.
Right.
The jets, they come up, but then they come down.
They do, but they also they could last 30 years. I was an aviation mechanic.
Yeah.
Right. And you get just like a yacht. I mean, any of that stuff, you got people who are renting it out. People are using it. You got income coming in that way. Right. There's a lot of different things, right?
And depending how many tokens you purchase, you get to pick your week first. Do you know what I'm saying? You're still paying for the week, but you get hey, that one guy we know, the guy with the stamp who got to buy so many NFTs and then he hung out with Mr. You-know-who.
Right.
And then he threw the stamp at us, that guy.
That guy.
That was the same thing. There was some access with that.
Absolutely. And that's what I mean. I mean, there is a lot that's going. That's why it's so incredible that, the time that we're living, man. This world is seriously going to change. Even too, Bitcoin is obviously the granddaddy of them all. But again, just think about that, alone is this Bitcoin, right? This thing has been a monetary policy for like 15 years, Bitcoin. It's never changed, everybody. You know how we always make fun of the Federal Reserve or this country printing money or they're raising interest rates over here. Bitcoin hasn't changed in 15 years, right? And now you got all of these institutions, all of these things. They're FAFOing, man. They really are. When they figure all of this out and that dries up, the supply is really getting tight and you can't go get more. There's never been anything like this asset ever in the world, in the history of the world, right? A new kind of monetary, but different even than gold. Like we talk about, you can still go and mine and dig up some more gold. You can't go dig up more Bitcoin. And now it's about to halve. That's what's funny is they're about to find out. And again, all of this other stuff, right? The blockchain and the technology and the smart contracts and the dApps and all these things are what they're capable of doing, right? But here's some things that, you might not have thought of. Retail. In retail sector, tokenization has gained significant traction as a solution for enhancing payment security. Tokenizing payment card information replaces sensitive data with unique tokens, right? It doesn't always have to be how I'm going to make a crap ton of money, right? It's just a secured way that now, just like your credit card, most of us have to get it changed every 3 months because we get it compromised. You're wherever you're at, somebody now got your card number. You're at a gas station. Now they got your card number, whatever it is, right? This significantly reduces the risk of data breaches and fraud. So, retailers can use tokens to manage loyalty programs, digital gift cards. You're going to see, again, tokenization and everything. Healthcare, we talked about. Finance, we talked about. Supply chain, tokenization is applied, improved transparency and traceability. We've talked about that, again, many, many times. Right? There's a lot of use cases for this thing with tokenization. So, the primary reason why tokenization market isn't in full flood is a technical bottlenecks. The infrastructure isn't all there, right? But it's very at its baby infant form, but it's literally happening now. However, we've seen an incredible progress towards overcoming these issues while it's easy to showcase the projects that didn't deliver, the true story of tokenization in 2023 is about the groundwork being laid that will enable the next wave of tangible on-chain results. There you go. I like it. You got the songs going. But yes, man, private equity funds and credit are leading the charge. That's kind of the main, going forward. These are the ones leading the way. So, like I said, it's just interesting. Very cool stuff. This is talking about, just again, there's goods and bad about all of it, right? Obviously, but people, I think most of us know. But again, it's weird that people don't know finance, money. They don't know, right? But money doesn't make the world go round. It's credit, and that's the real deal. That's finance, man. Credit predates any known form of currency and was used at least as far back as ancient civilization of Sumer, around 3500 BCE. Citizens could get loans for agricultural purposes, later paying these back via a percentage of their crop. What do you think we use all of these cool things about yield farming, staking? It's literally the history of the world, right?
And also, Ray, the wise guys get the VIG. You forgot about the VIG.
You got to get the VIG. That's right.
You got to get the VIG.
It's true.
If I lend you this money, you grow the crops. I need a couple of bushels.
That's absolutely the idea. That's what the point is, everybody. That is finance. Yes. So that's the credit landscape today. I mean, that's what you're doing with all of the tokenization. People, everybody's going to be liquid. I mean, everything is going to be tokenized. Everybody on the planet has a phone, and they're going to be able to just get it, right? They don't have to go to the E-Trade, sign up, do KYC. They're going to be able to just get a little piece of a commercial building, right? And now they're in the game, man, right? And the other thing, like I said, is very liquid. You're going to be able, if you need to get out and you got an emergency, you could sell it and it'd be gone in a millisecond. Somebody else is going to pick it up, right? That's the beautiful part of this whole thing. Why we talk about the ownership economy, how amazing and how transformative all of this stuff is, right? Is because you're going to be able to use it. And again, we talk about don't over leverage, but you're going to be able to take loans and leverage things. And you're going to really, that's why it's important that you start learning what all this is. You've never been taught what finance is, and you need to dig in and take it upon yourself and understand what's happening, because you can exponentially grow this generational wealth that we all talk about, right? It's amazing. So I didn't get to get.
Imagine this one, Ray.
Yeah.
You want to buy, let's call it a house for $100,000.
Yeah.
And you set up, 100,000, 1,000 NFTs, and you sell the NFTs to a bunch of friends, and you've just financed the house, and they want to get out. They'll sell a piece of the NFT. You want to pay off the house. You start buying back the NFTs.
Yep.
Or if your friends want to go and rent the house out, and then you're collecting rent, and you're going to give the VIG to the people who are in that NFT project. And so that home, it's basically what I've been following along about the title companies and everything like that. They're going to put the title on the blockchain. You're basically going to, monetize that by putting NFTs up for an individual house. And then you don't have to go back to the bank. Your friend goes, I want to sell these 10 NFTs I got of your house.
Right.
Okay. Either I'll buy them back, or I'll sell them to somebody else, or we'll put them on OpenSea or whatever it is. And you won't have to use a major bank.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's everything. Like boats, jet skis. You all talk. We make jokes about timeshares, but if you hold all of these different tokens, say you're a big boat guy, right? You just love the water. You love to be. You got jet ski tokens. You got boat tokens. You got all kinds of things. And when you want to use it, you can just use it, right? You don't need to own it. It's very interesting the way and like I said, then maybe you get tired of it. Maybe all of a sudden you just start getting into snowboarding and all that kind of stuff. Now you're always on the slopes to do that. You sell your jet ski tokens, and now you got lift tokens forever, right? It's really, like I said, it's amazing. That's what the ownership economy. The world is going to change, and it's exciting, man. It's very cool because you're starting to just again see it. These people do not understand the full length and breadth of this technology yet. And when they do, because they're just getting a little toe dipped into Bitcoin, right? And like I said, it's amazing. Time to be alive that we're in deep over here, right? And this is amazing, right? Again, I couldn't tell you how amazing Opus AI is, and I think anybody that's faded that, you're about to find out. They are about to FAFO. If you ever did that Opus AI thing and the game and all that's going on there, that's gonna blow people's minds, and it's exciting, bro. Because the power of tokenization, 100% is gonna blow people's minds. And Opus AI and what it's doing with the monsters and a lot of other things that's gonna happen is gonna blow people's minds. And it's exciting times, man. So I know the mob is gonna be mobbing. They do their thing from 9 to 11, and don't miss it. It's awesome stuff over there. It's been great mobbing, going around and learn all kinds of different what's going on. Been hearing a lot about some meme stuff. Oh, what you got? What is that?
I got two quick things, right? Because this blocks it. But this was before we jump off, this was a text I got this morning, so I wanted to bring this back to everybody here. It says, OpenSea, your wallet is eligible for OpenSea token pre-launch. Claim your share up to $50,000 for the rewards-open.ctoken.com/claim. I looked at that and I was like, yeah, no, that is not real at all. So, this was just a random text I got in the morning, and I was like, what the heck is this? Rewards-ctoken.com. I was like, yeah, never heard of it. Not going to touch it. I always said, stop and leave me alone. I don't need any of that. And it was funny because I was in the car and I laughed. My daughter's like, what is that? Oh, I was like, I could get rewards. And she was like, you don't want to do it? I was like, you never click on these links. That's like walking down the street with your wallet open. You just don't do it.
No, that's crazy, bro.
But yeah, that was a text I got this morning. I figured I wanted to show that off because we love to educate people. And if anybody gets any texts like that or anything else, share it so that people know that scam's out there. And then you gotta
lock it up. Lock it up.
That's right. They're about to see your token. They're about to see your token in their wallet. That's
what about to see my whole wallet and scrape it clean. There was one more public service announcement. Right here it is. Oh yeah, because of that stamp. Public service announcement. There may be issues with the replay of this episode.
That's what. Yeah, look, that's what Night Owl said.
That's a great idea right there.
But some won't be available till after midnight.
Yeah.
Funnier. That's funny.
That is funny.
Night Owl. That's hysterical.
Yep. But no, I mean, it is. Like I said, interesting times we're living in. And, it's just, it's crazy, right? There's a lot. The future hold for, in many different ways. I didn't get into it all, but there's so much, man, that we're not even thinking of it right now. And it's exciting, and cool to be on the journey with you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out, almost every night on the weekdays, and everybody to watch us. It's a great thing, great journey, and a lot of stuff. We're all learning together, and it's good. Keep telling like Tim just did. Any kind of crazy stuff, you need to let that be known, because it is. We keep each other safe. We throw out different things like he was talking about. That NFT group, Apex, he's been in it, so it looks pretty cool. That's what it's all about, right? We can't just go jumping into any kind of ridiculousness, right? You got to stay safe. You got to have a mob, and you got to roll together, man. Because this space, it is like a new pioneers, right? They didn't go cross over to dig up the gold in California alone, right? You got to go with a group, right? So that's what this whole thing is about. And again, just awesome to be on the journey with y'all, and make sure you jump over and do the great migration back to X. Yes.
No, the mob is asking for a show surrounded around the Magic Eden wallet. They're interested in doing some Solana stuff, so I told them we try to put that together either Monday or Wednesday next week. Just go to the Magic Eden wallet and show them how to download it, use it, and just go through it real quick. It's not hard. Not complicated at all. But
I'm probably going to request a private lesson with the one and only Sniper. Hey, Sniper, you know what we could do? We can actually do a show like this behind the scenes, and then you can do it, and we'll film it.
We can
like
do that.
Me actually setting it up, because I've never had one before.
We can do that.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just for a little video. You know what
And I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
start reaching out to just real quick. One thing, if you're a Flight One monster, if you haven't heard message from me, just reach out, DM me, direct message me, right? Any of that. So
Is
there
that
you go.
alpha or ray of
Alpha.
light?
That's alpha, right? You better recognize it's about to be.
Recognize the alpha.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down. That's right. So yeah, reach out to me, DM me if you're Flight One monster.
Flight one.
All aboard. All aboard.
You're
There we
flight one. Everybody on this show is a flight one.
That's right.
No, Timmy's
Right
a
on.
flight one monster.
Yeah.
I know Sniper's a flight one monster.
That's right. Wouldn't you like to be a Flight One monster too? Be him.
What commercial is that?
Yeah, be a Dr. Pepper, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Be
Hey,
a Pepper. Be a Dr. Pepper.
yeah, I get you.
All right. Hey, everybody, again, make sure.
What about it?
Yeah, make sure you're over there. The Great Migration back to X. Get the mobbing. It's awesome. Those guys are dropping alpha everywhere. The Telegram is rocking everybody. A lot of things are going on in there, and you need to be a part of that stuff. There's a lot of information here, and you need to catch it, right? You need to be a part of it, and there you go. Catch it. That's right. Love it.
Wrong way.
Wrong one. He said, "Hey, everybody! Again, let me. Waller. Oh, Waller. Okay, Wallet Guard. He got it. Okay, right on.
Hey,
Everybody-
you know what? Before you go, this is eventually going to become obsolete.
The VIP card.
You
Oh.
brothers VIP card. This is eventually going to become obsolete.
Yeah, because you
I mean,
got.
the way you're talking about it, we're going to have tokenization, maybe an SB token. Maybe SB, maybe.
Santisi Bros. Yes,
You know what I mean? Something like that. And hey, you got token.
love it, man.
Really
I'm
interested in that. And then we'll be using the Opus AI app. Possibly.
He said, "FOMO, did you see my message on here?"
No, not on here. Put it in Skype. Put it in Skype. No, I did not see your message in here.
It's all good. All right. Hey,
On here.
have a great one. Great Wednesday. We'll see you
Love
Thursday.
you, everybody.
Yep. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
See ya.